Now this is something I truly did not expect to see so soon, especially right now when the devs working on this game that you're seeing right here already have another game that they're working on that's coming before this one as well. But it seemed like things are advancing very fast at the studio, and so they can work on two games at the very same time. Arc Raiders, the game that you're seeing right here on screen, is being developed by an absolute ton of ex-Battlefield devs who worked on Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1 and 5, and the game will be available to try for free very soon, as well as the game being completely different than before in terms of its gameplay features, its story and its beautiful environments. There's a ton of new details to go over, including how to play this game for free very soon, so let's get into it right away and like this video right now so people know that this exciting game exists. So if you guys have been following my channel lately, I have already made a video on Arc Raiders showing off new footage of the game and its new details. Its environments, its characters and enemies look beautifully made, and it promised an ambitious PvE experience. Turns out that is not what the devs wanted with Arc Raiders. They saw so much more potential in this AAA game than it only being a PvE game. So as well as releasing new footage, they made an official statement on how the game has changed from being a simple PvE game to a PvPvE extraction game a la Escape from Tarkov and Hunt Showdown, all in a free-to-play environment. I'm quite intrigued by this change. I feel it could have a lot of potential. I just hope there will be some kind of story to it. I like what they were going for at first, but I hope there will be some lore that my single player heart can have. There's a ton of details to go over, so let's get into it. I am Alex, and I am the executive producer for Arc Raiders here at Embark Studios. If you venture over to the Steam page for Arc Raiders, you might notice some changes in the way we describe the game. These changes are fundamental enough that we think it is important to provide some context and describe in some detail what kind of game Arc Raider is. So let's read the brand new description of Arc Raiders. This place isn't safe and hasn't been for a long time. About a decade ago, a mysterious mechanized threat appeared here. They're known as Hark. People have fled to the underground colony of Speranza, seeking supplies to survive and shelter from the machines. Demand for resources is at an all-time high, but getting those resources is a risky job, and it isn't for everyone, but it is a job for you. That's why you've enlisted as a raider, scavenging for vital supplies that are scattered across the landscape. Everything from leftovers from yesterday's run-in with the Ark to the unlikely remains of a pinball machine. All these robots are very dangerous, including the big boss robot. Out there, the stakes are high and you will have to fight for your loot. Lethal Ark machines roam the surface, and there are no rules in Calabretta, so beware of other raiders as well, which are other online players, which might try to kill you while you're trying to kill some enemies or go over to a boss. With the traders in Speranza, trust is hard-earned and easily lost. You need to earn your keep, so don't come back down from a quest empty-handed or you will face the consequences. When you see another raider chased by a swarm of Ark drones, do you go in for the kill? Do you lend a helping hand? Or do you hold back and feast on the valuable remains after the fight? You'll be able to help random players, kill them, or just take their loot and take them back with you. Arc Raiders is an upcoming third-person PvPvE extraction shooter set in a lethal future Earth, and you can sign up for playtesting now, which will start very soon this summer. Last spring, the devs made the decision to move the release of Arc Raiders in order to focus on releasing the finals, their team-based first-person shooter, as their first game. At that time, they also said they were giving the Arc Raiders team time to add PvP to the existing foundation of the game. Since then, over the course of development, Arc Raiders has taken the shape of what they believe to be a truly promising PvPvE survival extraction shooter, a game that stays true to the Arc Raiders universe, and they're having a blast testing internally, it is said. Arc Raiders will feature an absolute ton of environments in a desert landscape and will be filled with villages, cities, dams, and so on. Arc Raiders drops players into a lethal but stunningly beautiful future Earth with air-raising moments of survival and suspense. Human versus machine, human versus human, together or alone, and you versus the sometimes conflicting nature of your own humanity, all in the spectacular backdrop of a landscape littered with the haunting remains of the past. The next step for the devs is a closed alpha test to test and get feedback on the game's core systems and its loops. This will be the first road test of Arc Raiders and an important step for the game, which so far has never been in the hands of external players. This test will be closed and under NDA because work remains on the game and they're not quite ready to reveal everything about it. They have some big theories to prove before it's time to put them on the world stage. If you would like to give it a try and help the devs illuminate the path, it is said they'd love for us to head on over and sign up for the opportunity to playtest this summer on Steam by requesting access. So guys, if you would like to see more of this game, including some exclusive gameplay in the future, make sure you like this video right now and of course subscribe to stay tuned.